Move while we're doing our thing. Oh,
No, right there, right off the bat. One thing I want to say is, the game starts during the pick screen. I mean, the loading screen. Technically during pick bans. So I would have liked to seen this movement a little faster.
Ooh.
Checking was sort of a
Well,
risky thing to do, especially when you show up a few seconds late.
Yep, that's what you were just
You're
saying.
late.
Like you show up late.
Yep. So game starts as soon as, I mean, during loading screen, like we talked about before, like you should be thinking about a lot of the routes and stuff. So as soon as the game starts, your team needs to go out and scout, including yourself. So I'm not the best example of this, but I mean that's what good play looks like, right?
No, yeah, I understand what you mean, because you're like you said, you're trying to get there. Like right now, his team is doing something. His team is doing something.
And he's just walking around.
And he's walking around, and yeah, granted, we're not going to be able to see what he's looking at, but he's most likely standing at his character. Most likely standing at his character. Okay, so now his team's engaging. He's got a Draven on damage. Okay. He's not actually committing to going there. He's walking back and forth. He's wasting time right now.
Yeah, because that's his leash.
Yeah, this is a waste of time. Yeah. So if he was gonna commit, he needed to commit fast. Okay, so there's an ignite lost by the other team, and a heal used. Now he's committing, and his team's out of range. And does he die here? Okay, the Rakan actually makes a play. All right. Okay, so he's gonna make for a steal. All right, this could have been worse. It could have been way worse.
Yeah.
The Draven gets another kill.
Strong start.
Okay, yeah. So good start for their bot lane, definitely. He smites there. How you feel about that smite?
I think he should have saved it.
Yeah, I think
Save it for because he's low.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's questionable because we're about to get smite back in a few seconds here.
Yeah. Well, he's got 29, so
yeah.
This camp may leave him. I mean, no, he's red, so maybe about half when he's finished, maybe under that, just under it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think you smite this camp probably, and get that health.
Yeah.
And the red regens you as you're walking across to your blue.
Right.
But okay, so
yeah, I like the rush to blue.
Yeah,
just go
I agree.
For 3 buff.
I agree with the skip. The skip is really good. He'll take a lot of damage probably on that camp anyways.
One thing he needs to note is that the enemy jungler doesn't have a camp. Oh, blue's gone. Blue's here.
He should win this, but he's taking damage from the camp, and he did not. So
didn't kite.
And he did not smite the camp.
Right, he had smite.
He had smite, right?
For the heal.
So for anybody who's watching, anytime you're in a fight, unless you somehow do some calculation later on when you have a different smite, like blue, red, whatever, and you're like, this damage kills, you should just smite the camp. Like,
yeah, he's level 2 now, so that's not good.
Because
might find the Pantheon here again, too.
Yeah, if he had smited there, he would have killed the Pantheon.
I think he would have won.
Yeah.
He would have had red buff and would have won.
Pantheon was level 1. Yeah, he would have killed him. And that was his 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's a mechanics thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like one of those, like, a lot of things are happening at the same time. But, I mean, a lot of League of Legends is about, like, creativity, right? Like, in the moment, you have to be creative. You have to figure out those little things that are going to help you. Whether it's, like, position or keeping bush priority or making sure that red doesn't hit you or smiting it for health. Like, there's a lot of, like, creativity in those mechanic decisions. So...
yeah, you're correct, because that whole time when red's hitting you, especially at like level 2, that's doing like what, 50-60 damage.
Yeah, and then not like smiting
was
a couple hundred HP. So I mean, that's easily the difference right there. Easily.
Right, so he gets his clear, but where's he gonna path now? Is he gonna just?
I think doing Wolves Grom Scuttle here is not bad. He needs to go directly to Wolves. I don't know why he's wasting his time right now.
So one of the things that could happen, one of the things that could happen is that the Pantheon, well, the Pantheon's top. Okay, I was gonna say, is the Pantheon actually gets him, but he just came out of the Tri-Brush.
Yeah, this movement's okay. Going to help bottom's okay. I don't think they need it.
He's gonna show. He's gonna show, And no. Oh, that's what I thought was gonna happen to him right there. That's a kill. Yep. Yep. His bot lane jumped in to save him. Yep.
That, like, you got your support killed on that one, because, like, as soon as you started walking down, I was like, why? Like,
Draven
why do
as
you?
well. Draven dies there.
My God.
And now he's gonna go in. He maybe gets the trade back.
That makes it okay. That's sort of like,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't make it better. I think going for the camps in that situation was bigger and more
Mhm.
secure, because you got to look at the HP of the bottom lane and be like, yeah, they're not gonna fight that. Like, there's no way they're gonna live through that. You know, just let them back, let them reset.
Yep.
They were still ahead. You know, it was a 4-kill Draven or 3-kill Draven. Not a big deal.
I think that so what I thought would happen was he would go in, maybe decide that it wasn't a good gank, and then he was gonna counter jungle. And I was worried that he would have shown, and then they would have been like, hey, we can collapse. But then when I saw him charge his punch, I was like, he's gonna get hooked into the tower. And then because the Rakan jumped in, he got hooked.
Yep. So right here, I'd like to see him back, obviously, like immediately
No
after
mana.
this camp.
Yeah, with no mana. He's gonna use
I
his
think
potion, but
I'm not sure about this clear, because I wanted to see him go back
He
to
has
the golems,
he
and
has,
then
he has
Raptors, and then back
almost
into the river.
1600. He has 1520 right now. So he has almost his full jungle item.
The gank is okay here.
That's a
You have
flash.
no mana.
Okay.
Getting the flash
That's
is good.
it.
No
That's
chase.
it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all you do. Okay, that's all you do. Okay, he backs. All right. I would have said
Getting
that.
the flash was good.
Yeah. He made it more worth. He made, because if he had stopped at this camp and then didn't gank,
Yeah.
it would have been Pantheon's bot
Pantheon's
side.
bot.
Okay.
I think this is where you go Raptors on top, or Raptors Golems top. What are those things called? I always call them Golems because I'm old school.
Krugs.
Krugs.
Yeah, same crap. So they got killed at bot.
Bot side.
He should not be walking bottom right now.
Yeah, you're going weak side now, and you're
Yeah, he should not be walking bot. There's no camp. There's no camp there.
yeah. So in terms of jungling, there's always going to be the weak side, strong side. You always hear about that. Weak side, strong side. I know you want to cover your blue buff, but I mean,
Don't go dragon.
like
Don't-
if they're in there, the worst case scenario is the enemy team invades you.
Don't go dragon.
I think this is such a huge wasted movement.
Yeah.
Being on the strong side would have been better, because you could have been up top for that Renekton fight.
Okay, his bot lane is now pinging him for the dragon, and that's what I was kind of thinking, is that now you're gonna gank mid. There's no laner. There's no
1v1.
laner. There's no laner. There's no laner.
And missed.
I don't think in any scenario he kills her. And
now you're
that's like, yeah, and he has
Or
ignite.
dead.
Ignite. Oh, she doesn't have flash. That's all. That was a kill. If she had flash or even
But
like
now look,
also-
there's
yep.
like 6 camps left on the map now. So
Yeah.
you're behind. Oh, and the pit.
Oh, and the Pantheon gets the flash. The Pantheon has flash. But he doesn't have stun, so he's probably not going to use it. That's the correct movement by the Pantheon.
Yeah, it is, because he goes to his strong side again,
Yeah. So
and then looks for
now,
the dragon.
Now his lane didn't, they were there. They got
Didn't
pushed
move
up
for it.
and then they didn't move. I don't think he gets out here because he doesn't have flash. I don't think he gets out.
Give it a
Give it over
Draven.
to
Give
the
it a Draven. Give it
Nope. Yeah, you give that over to the Draven, definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, that's the win condition right there, Draven.
Mm-hmm. So his bot lane bailed him out, which we were just talking about was, you know, technically the weak side, right?
Yep.
But then you had the response of their bot lane. I'm gonna pause this for a second.
Sure.
Okay. I want to jump back to that. Right before when he invaded him. So like
Okay.
840, 830 ish. Okay, because I do want to see where the bot lane was.
Okay,
Let's see.
I'll go to
820.
830 with you.
Okay, so it's 820, 821. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, I'm hitting play now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so the bot lane. Okay, so the bot lane is there. The bot lane's there. The Nautilus has.
Push.
Yeah,
They're trying to
look.
Push, that's why.
Yeah, but the Nautilus has. He walked from the river. He saw the invade. So
Yeah.
this is a mistake by their bot lane.
Yeah.
The Nautilus saw that invade, and he could have just went there and helped on it, and then the Pantheon gets caught. Okay, that's what I figured was happening. Okay, that's what I thought. Exactly what it was. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw the bot lane right there. All right. So he went, he cleared vision, saw the invade, and then just walked away. All right. I'm at 903. 4, 5.
Same.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're still in sync. Yeah. So like that ended up being a thing. Let me go.
One thing.
Lock onto him again. Forget about it.
One thing I want to talk about is, yeah, you get some kills and stuff like that, but we're talking about opportunity costs here. Opportunity cost isn't what you didn't get, and you still have your top map sitting there. You have top scuttle sitting there. So what you didn't get was, how much gold do you think that is? Like 500?
Between just the top.
Yeah.
Wait,
why is he basing? Why not just go clear his camps?
What does he have? What is he buying? Did he finish?
Huh.
No, what did he get? He has 1200.
Yeah. Gotta buy
Oh,
faster.
did he just swap? He just swapped jungle items? He just swapped jungle items.
Huh.
Okay. I mean, it's 100, like 150 gold. I understand that.
I think one thing he could have done there is finish that wolf camp, so that way it doesn't create sort of like a straggler camp.
Yeah, because now he's got to go top side
inefficient.
back to bottom again, and he doesn't get the reset on all of his camps.
Because he had the resources, the mana, and the HP to do it
Yeah.
quickly, so you got to clear that out. Because now you're down a wolf camp for however long this is.
Yep,
So you're like behind one wolf camp now.
that's correct.
Actually, technically two, because you leave that one up, so you didn't get the other one that would have respawned. Because I think the way it works is that they don't get the level refresh, so they don't level up until you kill it.
And then they get killed, and they come back as like the average of the levels in the game.
Yeah, so it's a bigger cost than just one wolf camp. Actually, it's like 1.5 or 2, depending on how long it takes for you to take the other one.
Because during that time, you were like, oh, I can go check, do Krugs, I can do Rift, which isn't there. Isn't there.
Yeah.
Gets picked up. So, yeah, like
now
you said,
let's see if he goes back for it.
Pantheon's top using Rift. He loses top side turret for that.
Yeah. 14. I'm counting in my head. 15. So 16 seconds wasted right there.
Is he going to ult?
Looking for an ult.
No, not in range.
Don't go
not in
for
range. Definitely not in range.
It's chunked out again.
Oh, okay. Trying for it. Binding doesn't hit. Okay, gets her.
It's good.
Works out.
Yeah, because she made what's her name? Seraphine made the mistake of looking for the Vi and then missed the CC.
Yep. And she had flash. So definitely, like those are those plays, right? That we say we go works out. Like, not good play. Not gonna say terrible. It worked out.
Right there, I wanted to see some kiting between movement. By the way, on punching the wolf, like you're gonna go towards the bot side, just past the pink ward.
Yeah.
I see you there.
Yep.
That's fine. Just looking to defend. Just kiting towards that direction would have been nice, because you get that little bit of like space to get closer.
Ooh. Ooh, does he die here? He dies there. Their bot lane, their top lane is there. And did they get the Draven? No. Not quite. Ooh, they're gonna... Nope, the cash in. Volibear commits for it. Yeah, that's a good commit by them.
Yeah.
All right, so he just spent his gold. Put himself... He's at 800 now. Let's see where he goes with that. Okay, he's going into... All right, so I'm going to make the jump here, and I'm going to say he's going into Trinity Force, which is fine if you are doing okay. I know it's a very much common core item, but this was always a thing on Vi that people were like, you can go Trinity Force, and it's very expensive. If you want an item that is, tanky and gives you a little bit of damage, just go Cleaver.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you go Cleaver.
Like, you get that, what is it, Phage?
Yeah, you get Phage.
Make a decision.
Yep, you make a decision.
If you get the Phage. If you just landed like 3 kills, okay, well, buy your Triforce.
Yeah.
But if you hold your Phage, and then make a decision later, like I'm not getting enough gold fast enough, you scuttle the Triforce idea and go for the BC, because BC is also going to help the Draven too.
The Draven and the Renekton too.
Yeah.
because he's currently behind. He's not going to get to his cleaver fast because he's going to build
Yeah.
Blade of the Rune King.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to deal with the Nautilus and the Volibear,
Yeah.
who's already got Frozen Heart.
Yeah. Probably a bad fight.
This is most likely an awkward fight.
This is why it's bad.
Yep.
Because you have an 0-3 Renekton
Yep.
with a threat of Pantheon jungle. Even if Pantheon
Correct.
didn't walk up, he ults up.
Yep. He ults up.
Because
That's
we
right.
haven't seen
With
a
no
Pantheon
vision.
ult yet.
We have no vision.
So that right there was probably 50-50, maybe worse. As soon as you took that fight, I was like, this is a bad idea. Like, you
Well,
never go weak side, especially against.
against a 6 or what is he, 6-0? He was 5-0, something like that. 5-0 Volibear, who had
And
Frozen
the
Heart
threat
already.
of Pantheon ult.
And the threat. Yep.
So, like, the odds of it being a 2v2, in my opinion, is a coin flip, maybe worse.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's what you said. It's the okay. So the off chance is you get onto him, right? Volibear has ult. He just jumps out. Like he just straight jumps out if he's like, I can't win this. So the only time you win that in a 1v2 is if the Volibear allows you to. And okay, that's a good punch. I don't think you get one there, but good punch.
it's questionable.
Yeah. Good punch.
I think using, like, charging up the punch to, like, get them off
Yeah.
would have been nice, like, scaring them with it,
Yeah.
and then, like, throwing
After
it
you-
backwards, but
Say,
going in.
after you get that punch on the Volibear, you just keep walking.
Yeah.
You just keep walking. There is no fighting at that point. You don't stop to hit him. Keep walking.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd decision.
Yeah, keep walking. It's fine. Yeah, like keep walking. You
My
go,
opinion,
yes,
I
it
don't
saved you.
Personally, I don't even throw the punch. I throw it backwards. Like,
I know
like,
what you
why
mean.
would
You
you
show
ch-
presence. You
why-
show presence.
yeah, why would you trade your life for the Morganas?
It's just 2 kills, bro. 2 kills. So, now
I
this
like
is
the kiting.
yeah, yep. And this is going to be the scenario again. Let's say you're 2 and 4 right now, right? 2 and 4. You're looking at the levels. Right now, you should be looking at your bot lane because you're near Gromp. You should see that they're currently fighting
Kite
because
down,
they are.
kite down, kite
Yep.
down, kite down.
He's taking the opposite path.
Wasted. You're going the wrong way.
Rampage.
Okay, they win. They're winning part of that. However, if he had walked down, he would have been right there at the turret.
Yep.
Right there at the turret with his ultimate. That would have been a kill.
It's a game of inches. Like,
Yeah.
you have to think, like, the most... Wait, you're on the weak side. Why are you still...
Nope, nope. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keeping it moving. You have flash. You have flash. You have flash. You still have flash.
Ooh.
That was a good flash by the Pantheon. Pantheon blocking the punch. He greeted his flash there. So
Like, being anywhere
yeah.
near the weak side, it's not your side of the map anymore. So you're not free to walk around there.
yeah, that's
a
that's
huge
it.
mistake.
And that's what we were just talking about with the if he had walked down path to the Gromp, saw that dive, you get the little like chintzy cheeky kill
Yep.
under the turret.
Yep.
You get that free one, and then you just walk out. You're like, all right,
Yep.
I should not have gotten anything here, but I did.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
And
Yeah.
if you're doing your camp, that's what's huge. It's huge, and we get people who are gold, platinum, who don't look at the map while they're doing camps. And it's like
Yeah.
you're PvEing on something that can't possibly kill you. You need to be looking at like your lanes. Look at the map.
But let's also
at your
look
lanes.
at, like, the trade there. You got Gromp. You got Gromp.
Yeah, you got exactly. You
And
got
then
Gromp, like yeah,
And then you died, and you didn't save your laners.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, what was the trade-off there? Like, just give up
No,
the
no,
Gromp next
no,
time.
no, 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 no,
Oh my god. That's
no,
a massive
no, no,
volley
no, no, no. You want the smite outplay? Doesn't
Oh
work
my
that
God.
way.
Not worth it.
No, no, not worth.
Yeah.
You're and you were pointing how early. Oh, okay. They're fighting while he's dead. Okay. What do you get here? Your win condition right now is, as you said, the Draven,
Yeah.
the 8-kill
But I
Draven.
think they know it too.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know. Okay. He said, "Please take this kill."
Uh-huh.
The 7-kill Annie. All right. So you're back on the board. Now, how much gold are we sitting on? 700.
700.
Okay.
Isn't that enough for the Phage? Isn't Phage 650 recipe?
It's 500 after that, I believe.
Okay.
So you can get it. You can get it. But this is the thing. Are you going? And I'm doing a clap right now. I'm doing a clap. I don't know if it can be seen on the recording as I'm doing the clap. Are you going Trinity Force still? 2 and 6. What do you think the coin flip is that the Trinity Force comes out?
I can tell he's thinking about it, but I mean, I hope he doesn't, right? Like, I'm not hoping he picks
And then
the wrong item.
okay, and then here's another thing. Tabbies. Into Seraphine, Nautilus,
Whoa,
Annie.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It worked out. It worked out. Yeah,
There
so
was
far,
not
so
enough
far, so
information
far,
for that play.
so far. This is what you're talking about right here.
There was not enough information for that play.
That's what I said. Worked out. Worked
Yeah,
out.
in the end, it didn't.
So-
In the end, it didn't because I was like, wait. You
Yeah.
don't see anyone else on the map.
Yep.
You don't see anyone else on the map. My instinct is
How does
like,
this
don't.
happen?
No, that's like an 80%
All right.
chance.
We're gonna hold on. I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna jump back now.
All right.
We're gonna jump back. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna jump back to that fight where they engaged there. Okay. So he's pathing down. I'm gonna pause at 1907. Okay. 1907. What's the fog of war button real quick? Let me make sure. Because I'm like,
1907.
because I have mine like.
I'll put mine on all. It's on the bottom left, control. That window there.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
want to know the
set
button. I want to know the button real quick.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I gotta know the button. Oh, it's V. It's V. Okay. So, all right. I'm at 1907.
Yeah, let's play it out.
Okay. We're looking at where they are right now. So, I'm gonna play it in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. 1908, 1909.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're making a play here.
There's no vision.
They make this play. Pantheon is right there at Raptors.
Like
And he coming.
Raptors.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Like you said, no vision. What happens here? Pantheon
Overcommits.
walks it up. He could have ulted as soon as he saw them.
Yeah,
as
so
soon as he saw
Pantheon
them.
even misplayed.
Yeah, he misplayed. So there could have been no kill at all. None at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just that was a high risk engage. Like, as soon as you did it, I was like,
Yeah.
like my head was like that's bad. The odds of that being good is low.
All right. So jungler off the map, waiting to see where this gold goes.
Yeah. By the way,
Waiting
the
to
reason
see.
that I know is because you don't have vision of anyone. That's how.
Right.
That's how I know.
A lot
It's-
of the situations have been you don't have vision of someone.
Yeah.
So you don't like it would say like you don't have the permission to do that.
Nope.
You're not ahead. You don't have the permission to do that. Draven, however, popping off.
Carry. That's exhaust.
Popping off. Okay. He had heal there too.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that volley bear almost double killed.
Okay. So they get the Volibear. All right. Vi ult's still down. That's a hook on Morgana. That shouldn't happen. But okay. Got the Seraphine ultimate. So Vi goes back. Yeah, okay. Look at Cleaver. Okay. Cleaver. Not going to say I agree at this moment with the completion of that. Considering you're 7 deaths in, but we have been talking. That flash was really snubbed. That was not a good flash. However, that was okay. Fortunate punch. The E killed. Pantheon coming in though. Once again, vision situation. However, I think the Morgana outplays it here. Vi ult. All right. So fortunate. Very fortunate with the amount of CC their team possesses.
Pantheon gifted that kill over.
Yeah. So what do you think about that as far as you're 3 and 7, right? He got the Renekton kill at top.
Yeah.
3 and 7. Do you just go and take the components from your phage and go? All right, hold on. Watching this guy die because you know you're gonna kill him, and then you just go into like Jarm's Fist into like Sterix.
I still
Or-
like BC just because of how Volibear is going to probably build tank after this very soon. Nautilus is already tanky, and Pantheon did build BC as well.
Yeah.
So, like you're basically front line, and so I like the tankiness of BC as well. Like it's actually pretty solid in terms of HP. The move speed is also really nice too. So I tend to like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just like the little bit of value that you get from
Recall?
VC in this game.
Okay, so the recall, the Volibear is currently, I want to say running it down, considering he's been playing really well.
So no vision on the map right now. Chasing.
The whole team, and he gets good timbers. Not even a good timbers. They got Dragon. Okay, gets a double kill. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Not even 2 for 1. 2 for 1 and Dragon. Because
Yeah.
the map movement here is not good.
And look, their bot lane. Look at the bot lane.
Bot lane, yeah, bot lane's losing pressure.
And they're
Like
just
this
kind
is
of
a
stalling them.
see hero kill hero game. Like I don't see any sort of like grand strategies here.
That's a kill. Okay, recovery. However, I think they get bot turret here. Let me lock on
Yeah,
him again.
and blue is distracting because Pantheon's taking
Yep,
objectives.
Pantheon.
So he knows.
Okay, so
He's just like, why would
yeah,
I?
in the end,
Been destroyed.
2 for 2 so far, plus Dragon Tower. Okay, I'm kind of watching the mid fight. Just
I'm watching Vix, seeing if he
Okay.
does a slow push.
okay.
Nope,
So they're
doesn't
gonna
even
do
touch
the
the
thing.
wave.
Didn't
Wait,
touch
hit
the
the-
wave. Didn't touch the wave.
Vix, he's leaving the wave now.
Oh, interesting.
I'm pretty sure
So-
that's gonna push in.
And the
you've
Renekton,
lost pressure.
the Renekton just. What was he doing? Clearing a ward?
No, they didn't touch the bot wave. This is gonna push in.
Yeah. What?
What the fuck?
They're grouping.
Okay, so whenever. Okay, so I talked to everyone about this. Whenever
Yeah.
you leave a lane like that, you have to at least slow push it.
Yeah, you
now
have
look,
to address
it's
it.
gonna be at your turn. It's gonna be at your inhib soon, as
Yeah.
a wave and a half.
Yeah, you have to address it because at that point, and what Gun's pointing out is that anytime you decide you're gonna group, you should already have minions generating pressure in the outside lanes or whatever lane you're not in for
Yeah.
you, and not it generating pressure the other way. Because on the off chance that fight goes bad or whatever objective you're trying to take goes bad, they get things for that, right? They get things,
Yeah.
and then you end up in those situations where you go, all right, what can we get? And there's no wave anywhere to be seen for you to take a tower, right? And if you're,
And
let's
it
say,
takes a while.
it takes
a while.
a while. Yeah, you need to set it up a minute and a half ahead of time.
I would say almost two. Like this wave.
Oh, that
going to
wave,
hit
yeah, that wave.
earth.
Yeah, that wave,
It's-
yeah. It's another
not-
wave. It's another wave after this.
Not even then. It's that's so bad.
Yeah.
It's inefficient. It doesn't create pressure. It creates negative pressure, because then you have to deal with it again later.
Correct. And you also
Renekton had to go bot to go get it.
you trade options when you do that. So
Yeah.
let's say we were like, yeah, we're gonna go contest Dragon. Okay, if I'm one of their players, I can just walk to the bot lane and I can pressure you to either
Yeah,
fight us
yeah.
at Dragon or come back.
Yep.
And by shoving that
Or-
wave or snowballing it, you negate that.
Especially if I'm Pantheon and I have an ult.
Yep.
And, you know, I'm pushing it, and my team's gonna go get Dragon control. You start coming towards me. I'm gonna ult on you and your team while my
Yep.
team catches up.
And that's a clear out.
This is it's fighting for fighting's sake. I don't really care
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
It's not-
that's done though. So I
So,
think a lot.
a lot of
okay,
ways
they surrendered. Yeah, they surrendered. All right, is there anything in particular you want to go back and look at? Because I mean, I know a lot of what we were talking about in general ended up being stuff that was like early game, and we called it out. I think we did a pretty decent job of like calling out and being like, nah, you need to go bottom, and then something happens.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
hey, you should have been over here, and then something else happens. So I think we did a pretty good job of stuff like that. Right now we're at a frozen screen in victory, so you can have the
you
chance
could
to
always
like,
go back.
yeah. So like you can look at item builds, anything like that you think is kind of
Items to me weren't that big of an issue because I think items are the cherry on top. Like they help you win more.
Mhm.
But if like pathing and opportunities and even like basic concepts, like whenever you visit a lane, you have to.
All right.
It's like cleaning your room. It's like making your bed.
let me
You know what I mean?
see.
You gotta go dress it.
Yeah,
Even if it means like killing two of them. Like
I'm
just
gonna jump
just
back
pop
to that
two real
actually.
quick.
I'm gonna jump back to that with the bot wave. Because that's him, you know, like you said, as a jungler being able to do that. It's not going to be oftentimes. Okay, so that's at about 23:45.
I'm exactly there too.
Yeah, 23:45 is basically where that happens. So let me just back up a little bit. Back it up. Back it up. Okay, let me get to that real quick. All right. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So 23:46. You see, he walks through the wave and tanks it.
Yeah.
He walks through the wave and tanks it. Okay, now you were pointing this out earlier. I want to see because you were like, yeah, Renekton has to go and address that wave, right?
He's gonna address it later in like a minute.
Yeah. He addresses the wave.
5:45-ish. He has to go address it. So for a minute, this bot lane is doing work. It's pushing.
Yeah.
So versus it could be. I mean, I'm like looking at I'm picking the fucking bottom turret, but
Yeah.
it could be pushing towards bot turret.
Yeah.
And what that means is somebody has to go down and address that.
Okay, so he gets a
So
kill.
They do
Waves
these
coming up.
kill centric shenanigans, and then they're like, oh wait, we gotta.
Okay.
Then
So
we
now, okay, so let's see how long it takes though. So he's walking over there.
24:38 now.
10 seconds. Okay. So basically a minute. It took, right? It was like a minute.
A minute just to clear that wave. But,
minute?
I mean, just to get it back to where it was.
Yeah. So it was a minute, and it got to basically the inhib turret, right? So now he's there. And Draven was in mid, right? So the Renekton couldn't be in mid. No one was in mid. Everybody's spread out now. And the Renekton would have either recalled, because he just got a kill, right? He would have recalled. And then been top side or mid side already.
Yep.
Instead,
Yep.
he had to go down to bot lane, walk. He hasn't recalled yet. He's not spent his gold. He had 1,400. 1,400. He has a completed cleaver like right now.
That's
Yes.
like a butterfly effect thing, you know? It's like pro teams, the reason pro teams like Damwon and teams like that dumpster other pro teams when they're ahead is because they know how to make every single movement like that matter to them. Where you end up being that Renekton if you're on the lesser team where you're just like, well, I gotta go clean up this wave,
Yeah.
I gotta go clean up that wave, or oh, they got dragon, let's go respond to that. You know, so you don't want to respond to things. You want to create pressure on the map.
And then they walk in and die at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The fighting in this game was all nonsense. It's not. No one's thinking about objectives. Everyone's just thinking, I want to. Ooh, there's someone. Let's fight.
So I'm just pausing at 2606. It's not. It's a irrelevant number.
Yeah. So I don't. My biggest thing though is leaving gold on the table, like leaving money on the table.
The early camps. Yeah.
I think he was behind like a lot of money.
What was
at the
that?
end.
What was that? That was okay. It's at 7. Let me see. Okay, 725.
All right. Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so 725. We're tracking him. This is when we were like, hey, you could just, go down, whatever it is.
Go
I don't.
topside.
Some of my sound effects are off. I don't know why.
Yeah,
But
going topside would be nice.
yeah,
He's
you
thinking about blue buff.
Yeah, he's thinking about the blue buff, and then I guarantee you, he thought I could go dragon because Vi can take dragon very early because of her passive.
No, but not with your ADC and support missing. That's a
Right.
high risk.
Right. But he was probably gonna do it because he pinked it. So
Thought
he was
about it.
probably he thought about it. So then this is when he was walking around and tried to make that gank, right?
Yeah.
And he almost died. This is where he gets chunked out. Yeah, this is where he gets chunked out. And she didn't have flash. So if she had kited, if she was a little bit better of a player, first of all, it's a new champion, right? But if she was a little bit better and she played that slightly better, she would have killed him because Ignite would have killed there. Ignite would have killed because it did 190 damage. He had 110 HP. That would have killed. Even Ignite at any point would have killed there. So this was the big collapse that happened, and he went for blue. Right? So you already pointed out weak side of the map. You didn't even need to be in this area for one camp. Now you didn't get the camp that you wanted. He does end up getting the Pantheon due to the fact that his bot lane misplays it.
Yeah, but it's been. What time did we start this? 7:20?
720 something. Yeah, 720.
7:25 sounds right.
Yeah.
So it's been a minute 25, minute 30 seconds already.
No camp taken, nothing.
And no camp taken. You got jungle camp for that.
He got chunked.
Yeah, but you would have finished top and Raptors by now. So that easily would have been 300 gold, right?
Actually, funny story. If because we were talking about spawn timers earlier, right?
Yeah.
So if in this amount of time, if you had started, let's say you walked topside, walked up there, did the clear. By this point, you would have been about 1.5 minutes from when he reaches a camp. If he did each camp sequentially all the way down towards this bot area, his first camp as he walks back to the top would be spawning right now.
There you go.
Yeah, it would be spawning in the next 25 seconds.
So
So,
technically, it would have been he's missed out. And now, by
an
the way,
entire jungle. He missed an entire jungle.
the top camps are still up.
Still up.
There's
yeah,
still
they're still
money
up.
to be taken.
Two times. They're up twice.
This was big. I think this was like a
A huge. Yep.
net 600 gold difference.
At least 600. Yeah.
This was your decision making cost you 600 gold right here.
Yeah.
I think at least.
And you know, I know somebody's gonna hear it and be like, that's not the exact math. The exact math is and it's like, okay, yes, 100%, you can be right on the actual math of it. But when he takes his camp, this like the first Krug is gonna be worth like what, 75 gold or something?
Let's see right here. I can't tell.
I
It's
didn't
not
even see
showing.
what it was. But yeah, I believe it's like 75 gold and then the little ones on top of it, because it's like it's like if not your most expensive camp.
Yeah, but Raptors give you another what, 200? 150?
Let me see.
Here, let's watch.
What's it gonna do? Yeah, because
that
it does change. Yeah, it does change as the game goes on.
Mhm.
Okay, so you got like 50 some for just the big one. Yeah. And you're
Total
looking
about
at-
100 gold from that camp.
Yeah. So
And then you have to count the Krugs again though, because you're
they
saying
would have spawned. Yeah, they would have already been reset. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's another 100 gold from that camp. So just on this side, you're at least 300 gold. Yeah.
plus another 100, so 400.
Yeah. So that alone, plus
And
the
EXP.
XP, plus the So trying to jump ahead of me. Plus the XP is like now the Pantheon is 6 at the same time you're 6. Instead of
Yeah.
you being 6 ahead of the Pantheon and then being able to counter jungle him with your ultimate, because Pantheon doesn't have a combat ultimate.
Right.
And this was just fortunate. We said this earlier. This was fortunate.
Yeah, that's a gift. Like
This
you-
is fortunate.
Yeah.
So this, I think, yeah, right? Out of the whole analysis, this is a huge swing. Like level-wise, gold-wise, everything.
Yeah, we started talking about this at 725. It's already 1150.
You got one level. One level.
And you
Two.
cleared-
Just 2 now.
It took what, 5 minutes to clear topside camp?
It's been 4.5 minutes since, and this Gromp is up. That Gromp was up.
Yep.
So look at the Krugs at the top. They're coming up now. He just made it to this bot side, and they're coming up. This is what I was talking about. He did the Gromp the last time, and I said
So
if you had
almost-
started up there,
So we started this analysis at 725. It's now 12:25. So literally 5 minutes.
so if you had walked top, cleared that camp all the way down, he would have been 7, and this bot lane would not have been 8.
You know,
So-
in team fights,
Yep.
tenths of a second matter, but in jungling, seconds matter. That's why I'm like, I want you to kite just a little bit more towards Gromp.
Yep.
I want you to, be a little bit more with every single movement that you can, so you could shave off that 5-minute clear time, to a 2-minute clear time or a 1.5-minute clear time.
And
'Cause-
then you'll figure out, like you were just pointing out, you'll figure out that how much damage the camp will burn and die from. So like I know people watch like when I'm clearing camps and I'm just walking away from the camp and it'll be super low. And I'm just waiting, like I'm not going, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it because it's gonna die to the burn. Like I'm still gonna get the XP. I don't have to hit it
I do
again.
the same thing too, where it's like
Yeah.
I see it ticking, and I feel bad when it's like, oh, it didn't die, and I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go back for it. I gotta waste 2 seconds to go back and hit it. To me, that's a wasted movement. 2 seconds to me is a long time.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing because obviously one of the best analysts around, like LS, talks about that, and he was like that, like especially when it comes to champions that need to farm and like
Yeah.
Karthus, and he'll be like, yeah, like good Karthus can do a full clear in this amount of time. They'll be this level at this time, and then like the difference based on like 10 seconds, like that tells you the difference of if you know how to kite your camps properly, if you know how to do the full clear without being empty, on mana or health, stuff like that, and then this Right here. You're probably at least one level higher here. So Pantheon is 7 now. You're probably at least, based on XP, 9? Maybe 9? And I know some, like, you know, it's not that easy to just be like, hey, you'd be this level because you might not be in some of these spots.
The mids are 10, so it's possible to be 9.
Yeah, I just meant like maybe you're not there at that time, right? Maybe he's not there for that fight. But in a world where you're there, right, and you've taken your camps and you're there because you didn't have whatever wasted movement that we were talking about, you're 9 at least. 9 versus 7 Pantheon makes a difference. It does make a difference against Volibear also. But if that Pantheon shows up and you're like, yeah, I can just ult and kill this guy, like, you easily 1v1 him, especially with the gold that you're sitting on.
I always forget what the value of a level is worth. I think it's like, what, 400 gold?
It used to be, I don't know what it is now. It used to be like 400 gold worth of stats, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was, you know, based on HP, AD, AP, whatever it is that you pick up, armor,
just
magic.
like the value, quantified value.
Yep.
Like if you were to buy the same amount, it would cost you roughly 400.
Yeah. And then see, like all these things of you being weaker make it so that people can just like free kill you the rest of the game. That little bit of a level difference, I think. But yeah, that main focus at 720 some when you walk down and you chose to go bot side to think about that drag in the blue instead of going top side, clearing your camps down and then making it to blue, because you were still waiting on blue to spawn. So like it was gray. So it means it's like, you know, a minute for it to spawn basically. So you can just do your camps, walk down, do it, and, you know, then think about drag.
The better thing to have done is to have cleared top by the time your blue spawns.
Yep.
So if you're a really good jungler, you can time when to clear your Krugs and Raptors and make it on time for the blue spawn.
Yep.
Right? And then finish your Gromp and go down. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to be there for blue, you want to be 2 steps ahead of that and think, where should I have been before that to have cleared all this other stuff and then make it there in time?
And that, I'm sure that bugs people out when I do that on stream. I'll walk up to a camp and it'll be yellow, right? So I know like it's spawning soon, but I'll walk up to a camp and I'll go 3, 2, 1, and the camp spawns in front of me. And then like, I know people are probably like, what? Like, and it's like, yeah, because you just like, you see it, like you can, like you said, you see it on the map and you go, okay, that's 20 seconds. And like while I'm walking, I'm going, okay, it's going to spawn by the time I get to this part of the map. That was a good flash by him. It's going to spawn. So then you go, all right. I walk up, bam, it's here. 3 seconds. And yes, you might be off because you might be like looking at something while you're, you know, thinking about how much time it is, or you might be counting a little fast. Yeah. So you get there, 3, 2, 1, bam, and it's right in front of you. And you just take the camp and move on. So like what Gun's saying, 100% efficiency in kiting, moving towards different locations where you need to be, thinking about where you need to be going on your camp currently, rather than looking at the camp, fighting it like it's a boss fight, and then going, all right, let me check out the loot. Let me see what I got. And then, you know, walking on. It's, you know, when I used to raid, we used to say the same thing. Like, you're not combat looting. People at the end, you can pick up whatever you need to pick up, you know, loot for the raid. The rest of the group is we're pulling already. Like, we're pulling on to the next mobs. Like, get the trash. Let's go. So like, there was no stopping and hanging out. And you can't do that at camps. You got to just keep going and keep going and keep going.
Is Vix a Vi main jungler?
I know he plays Vi, but I don't know if it's like a main thing or anything like that.
I mean, one of the things if you're going to get good at jungling is that as a specific champion, you should know exactly how long it takes to go from base to Krugs on each side. You should know exactly how long it takes to kill your Krugs camp and then go to Raptors or something like that, and have like times. You know what I mean? Like, you should have clear times so that you can just do the math and be like, okay, it takes me X amount of time to get to Krugs and finish it. It takes me Y amount of time to get to Raptors and finish it. It takes me Z amount of time to get from Raptors to blue to start it. Therefore, I have, you know, Q amount of time in order to get there. Like, really good players could do that. Like, the level of difficulty of this game is extremely high.
Yeah, it is.
So you have to start like thinking like that.
That's correct. And I mean, there's and I mean, I know you like him, and this is kind of like an off point, but it's kind of the thing when I say like, oh, hey, I'm playing Ezreal, and I go, I'm going to be able to fight. Like, I'll be strong at 19 minutes, right? And I know that like, that's the average. Even if I like died in lane, I'm farming, I'm stacking my tier, I can get the goal I need by 19 minutes. If
Yeah.
I get like more mana transformed by like 17 and a half, 18, like I know I'm ahead. Like I'm so ahead. And that's 1 minute. Like that's 1 minute. And I'm like, nah, I'm ahead. Like 1 minute ahead of time, I can go wherever I want and kill people. What items do people have at that point? So it's very much like you're saying, like you should know at what point in the game you're gonna be strong. At what point oh my god, that burst. What point you're like, my jungler is useful now. And it's cool if you want to throw in a gank or two. Okay, we saw like a flash got taken and stuff like that. That's fine. But if you're like, I'm committing to this because let's say Draven's already dumpstering people in bot. Okay, every single time, you know, like your objective is to get to 6 and just go bot lane every time to kill with the Draven. But then once they start dying, or you're not there to back them up, or you don't get, you know, something for like a Pantheon dive, it does not become your strong side anymore, and it's technically a weak side for you. Like I think the person that was performing the best, because unfortunately, the Draven did get kills. It looked like he was doing well, but ended up being like the Morgana is like the safest lane to gank because the Seraphine didn't look like she was doing that much to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's basically that. I mean take from this what you will. To be honest, you know, we give whatever kinds of notes and assistance that we can, but as Gunn was saying, movement, whether it's kiting, whether it's your decisions that you make beforehand, are going to make a huge difference in, you know, whether you're level 8 to level 10. The choices to go for one camp on one side and then not do anything and kind of end up in a random fight where you get chunked and not taking your camps is a level. Like you just gave away a level. So keep that stuff in mind. I don't know if you have any last words to say besides that, Gunn. I probably took your final thoughts from you.
No, I mean, the biggest thing for me is, and this is for all players, it's just like a standard for what excellence is. Like, what does it mean to be really good at this game? This is the skill cap, true skill cap of this game is extremely high. For a lot of people, it's incomprehensible. The amount of mental, you know, reflex and sort of, I would even say sort of like intellectual ability required and discipline required. Like sitting down and taking, you know, times and doing trials of how long it takes to get from here to there, like that's boring, right? That's the boring stuff. It's boring to figure out how long it takes to get from base to your gromp as quickly as possible, right? But it's just one of those things that really good players do, and that mediocre players don't. And it's just a matter of like whether you want to play at that level or not.
Yep.
It's not fun to play at a high level. A lot of people don't find that stuff intrinsically enjoyable, you know. But we're talking about the difference of, you know, what it means to make it to a high level of play if you're not already talented at this game, and staying at a level that you might just have casual fun at. So, to me, excellence comes at a high cost.
Yeah, it does.
To personal time and practice and thinking about the game at an elevated level. It's just a matter of whether you choose to play it that way and you enjoy that. You enjoy the grind of learning, really. So, yeah, that's kind of what I mean by, you know, I'm adding on to the take it as you will kind of thing. You know, take it in the way of how do you want to enjoy this game, right?
Yeah, you know, you can play for fun and play to win at the same time, but you're probably not going to get to do them both at the same time every time. That's something that people don't grasp. Like you probably don't get to win and have fun every time. There's going to be sometimes you're playing the game and it sucks. And you're like, but we won.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Jungle is one of the hardest roles to play.
Yeah, I think like we say it every time. Jungle and support at a high level, really ridiculous to play. Yeah,
the hardest.
Yeah, I think so.
I would say support's number one hardest.
Yeah, it's real. Like I mean, it even in competitive, you see it when like the casters and the analysts will call it out when the supports are just running the game, and you're like, wow. Yeah. Like
Hylissang is a great example of that, where he's just like sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off. Even Mickey.
Yeah.
Like the amount of permutations down there of ADC support combos with ADC support jungle combos with ADC support jungle top lane teleport combos, mid roams, roaming to mid, figuring out what side their jungler is on. So it's the additive knowledge of knowing where their jungler is at, when your jungler is at, and power levels and of all that. The fight permutations are huge, and dragon fights are more frequent. So you're going to get more involved in skirmishes. So your team fighting has to be on par. It's a highly demanding role.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Anyways.
speed run. Yeah, I'm gonna speed run to the victory screen real quick. We'll
Alright.
end on that bad boy. I think that was pretty good. Hopefully that benefits, and not just Vix. I hope that benefits anybody who watches, because it's fun to do these things. So we hopefully it benefits people. That's an ace, and they get the surrender. And do I get another victory screen? Is it gonna give me a victory screen? There it is. Sweet. All right. We'll see y'all in the next one.